Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, thanks so much for stopping by. Make sure you go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Once you subscribe, hit that notification bell, join the Clockwork crew, so you'll be notified every single time that I upload, which is every single Monday, like clockwork. Guys, it's tired, I'm late. Wait, that was wrong. Guys, I'm tired, it's late. As you can see, I'm a mess today. But I just want to go ahead and not show you this look, but I do want to share with you guys a few of my favorite palettes. Here's a few. Some of them, I'm sure you're not surprised. If you've been watching my channel for quite some time, you guys know the palettes that I love, the palettes that I always reach for. If you're new here, thanks for joining. And you're about to find out, and you're going to see that some of these babies are used, abused, and literally one fell today and shattered a shimmer. So yeah, that happened. Yeah. So I just want to bring it to you guys a different kind of video. You guys know I always try to put tutorials up. We have a couple voiceovers on this channel, but I do want to just talk to you guys. Not because I don't feel like doing a tutorial on camera. I don't. Or because the last few weeks for me have been absolute shit. It has. I just want to talk to you guys. Let's just talk and chat and chill. So, go ahead. Grab your snacks. Grab your pens, your papers. Get your notes out. Whatever it is that you guys feel like doing for this video. If you guys want to get some of these palettes, I highly recommend them. These are some of my favorites and a few honorable mentions. So, if you're ready to get into this video, ready to see my favorite palettes? Keep on watching. So literally, my camera has shut off on me 3 times, and this is just the. So in no particular order, I am gonna go through my favorite palettes, and if you've guessed it, yeah, it's here, the Zulu Palette by Juvia's Place. So let's talk about this for a little bit. So here is my Juvia's Place Zulu Palette. It is well used and abused. It is one of the first eyeshadow palettes that I really got into and started using colors with. It's just, look at it. I will buy this palette 10 times over. I don't care. I will buy this palette 10 times over. It's so good. The pink is one of my favorites. This shadow is literally my go-to when I don't want to do my makeup. I literally do a brown on the outer corner as a transition and pop this right on the lid. I do not cut the crease. That is my 1, 2, and done look. I'm going out the door, mascara, because if I'm doing this, I'm not putting on the lashes. I gotta go. Unless I was booked for a shoot. Then I'll put on some lashes. But literally one of my favorite palettes. I did use this. I use it for a lot of looks. My toucan look, I used it. My very first colorful look on this channel. This is my baby. I love it a lot. So here's the first palette. The next palette is actually my Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. It's one of their minis that they first came out with. This is the only Huda Beauty product that I have. I really like the formula. I don't know. I just never bought any. That's the only thing that I got. I just haven't bought any. But I want to buy more. Probably just a little mini quads. Or it's not even a quad. It's a real palette, baby. It is so nice. It's a 9-pan, tiny little palette. It is a little bit more on the expensive side. A 9-pan palette from Morphe can run you about maybe like $10, $12. So yeah, this is on the higher end side, but it is really good. The formula is amazing. And you guys saw? Did you guys see? I love this. This is also one of the first palettes that I've ever bought. When I started getting into makeup, that's about 3 years now. So yeah. 3 years. That's all I'm gonna say. But here's one of the palettes, and I love it to death. Okay. So the next 2 palettes that I am gonna be talking about are the Orange Express palette and the Cartridge and Mexico palette by Nomad Cosmetics. You guys know. First of all, the packaging alone for this one, oh, it's so good. It is, and I find myself reaching for this time and time again. So I know it's one of my favorites. I love the formula. It is a soft formula. Please keep in mind that the pans are soft pressed. So going with a very light hand and it'll reduce like lots of kick up. I swear to you it will. So here is what it looks like. So good. I love the shimmers. I love the pressed glitters. They're amazing. The formula is really good. This Istanbul shade, gorgeous. You literally, for this one especially, you do not need to go in with a glitter primer, and you don't actually need to cut the crease. It does help though, but it's just really, really good. And you guys know that Roaring 20 shade is my go-to red. It is so pigmented. It is gorgeous. I love it. So yeah, this is actually my favorite Nomad Cosmetics palette ever, hands down. That's it. Sorry. Right, and this is the Cartridge and Makeup palette. As you can see, oh, it's beautiful. And this is another palette that I didn't realize I reached for as much, but I actually do, because you guys know I am in love with the yellow shadow, and this yellow is really, really bright. It's really, really pigmented. If you did watch my toucan inspired look, the vlog with the photo shoot, I actually used my Zulu palette first and realized that those colors weren't as vibrant as I wanted them to be, the yellow and the orange. So I went over them with this palette and it really, really pops. So I think maybe I could have used this by itself, but at the time I didn't know. I did like how they layered though. So these shadows do work well with others. Listen, some palettes do not, okay? They just don't, and I don't know why. Like my neon pigments, some of them do not blend well together, but they do work well with other shadows. So just keep that in mind. They're not in a palette, so they're not in this video, but I love them, and I did use the pink here, so keep that in mind. I'm moving on. Wow, this might actually be a quick video. I say that in my video be like 70 minutes long. So, if you guessed that my Norvina palettes were gonna be in this video, you are correct, because I love the formula. So here's actually the first one that I've ever tried. I got this in my care package when my aunt sent me this huge box of so much stuff. This was in it. This is actually the palette that I was talking about. Let's just have a moment of silence for my palette, because I literally dropped it while I was getting ready to film this video. Isn't that horrible? Fucking trash. So one of the shimmers, is it the only shimmer in here? Oh my god, it's okay, it's not the only one. Like, it completely shattered. Look, and I just pressed it down. I'm gonna try to fix it later. I remember seeing this all over. This was so long ago. It went viral. How to fix a shattered eyeshadow pen. You literally spray with alcohol and you find something around the same size, like you can use like a coin, you've wrapped it in like a paper towel or something, and you press it down and you let it dry. So I'm gonna go ahead and try that, but look, there's a chunk right here in the purple. But this is a really, really good palette. I used this palette for the first time when I did my first Q&A on Instagram, and then I recreated that look. It's a sunset look. I also use this on Nikki Fit. I did that look 3 times. To be honest, I did that look about 4 or 5 times. I did it for the live. I recreated it on Nikki, and I did it myself maybe 2 or 3 times because my entire file corrupted. That was horrible. When I realized, I was on FaceTime with my cousins, and I was like, I was distraught. I couldn't recover it. It was gone. I literally just hung up and just was like, I gotta just film this again. That was rough. So, but this is so good. And this is why I fell in love with the formula, and I really, really wanted all of them, and I got it for my birthday. So let's get into it. Here is the first Norvina palette that I tried. It's actually the volume 2. I got this for my birthday. Thanks again, Trisha. Because that's the only way I was buying it. I really just cannot, in my head, justify spending that much money on an eyeshadow palette. I can't. I did it one time with my Sephora Pro palette in Warm, and that was that. The only reason that palette didn't make the video is because I don't reach for it off. I mean, I only use it when I use the black, and that's not enough for me. It's not. But it's the best black that I've ever used. So keep that in mind. But yes, here's the palette. Of course, she got me the blue one. I want all of them. I want all of them. Let's just take a look at it here. I should put it on the screen, but you guys are gonna be looking at it. So here's the palette. It is gorgeous. It is pigmented. The shadows are so nice. They blend beautifully together. It is a little soft. Beware of kick up in the pan if that's something that you don't like. I don't think I experienced too much fallout actually when I'm using them, so that's something to keep in mind as well, which is always a plus. I always recommend if using bright colors like these, or dark colors, do your base last. It saves you some time and you don't have to do the overlay. But yeah, this palette is so beautiful. I've used it quite a bit. Yeah, I've used it a few times on my channel for a lot of different things. I reached for this. Yeah, I definitely reached for this palette quite a bit, especially with the blues. I don't use my Voldemort palettes, really. They're honestly just here. The formula is great, but I don't even use them, to be honest. So this is a great, substitute for some of those blues that are in that Blue Blood palette, and it's really, really nice. Love it. And I actually like how they have the layout. It's like letters and numbers. So A1 for the letter for each row, and then a number for each column. It's good. The format is the same amongst all the palettes, I believe. But it's just good when I want to ask people to like just pick colors to help me do makeup. Sometimes I don't know what I'm going to do. Like today I asked a few people the colors. 2 people said black. 1 person said magenta. And after 2 people said black, I was like, you know what, okay, I'll use it. But I need a pop of color because you guys know that's who I am as a person on the inside. So yeah, so here's the palette. I do want to, listen, this palette is a little heavy. You're going to have a strong arm holding this up. So just keep that in mind. Okay. And as you guys know, I did actually get volume 1 in a BoxyCharm. It was a BoxyCharm X Norvina palette or BoxyCharm X ABH, and that was the best BoxyCharm box I've ever gotten in my life. Because BoxyCharm be playing with me. Our relationship is so toxic, BoxyCharm. We have to stop this. We need therapy, okay? We need help. Or a divorce. Whatever. But here it is. It is the purple one. I do believe that there's still a pink and orange and something else. I don't really know, but I want them. I really do want them. I think I'm just gonna wait each birthday to see who buys them for me because I don't know that I can justify the price. This is coming from me though, because I also didn't want to buy my own Crocs. And they're not even expensive. I just did not want to buy them. So here's a palette. And let's get into it. Again, remember, the heavy, okay? But look how beautiful. First of all, this is me. I love a pink eyeshadow. I love purples. There's still like, oh, that crimson is so beautiful. The shimmers also. Both of them actually have a black. I'm not sure if a black comes in each of these palettes, but if they do, I think that's great. I really like it with the purples. I like that there's a red too. A lot of people don't use purples and reds, but I think I haven't done that. I should try it, right guys? Comment down below if you want me to do a purple and red look. I will do it. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but I will. And also the orange on the bottom looks beautiful. The orange shimmer, like, it is gorgeous. And I do love that the palettes, while they have a theme and a color, it is not limited to those colors. So it's not just an all purple or all blue or all pink. They do give you a lot of options and you can just do so many things. You guys know I love playing with colors. That's actually something that somebody said. I said, give me color, and they was like, I don't know, you use them all already. And I haven't. There's lots of combinations I want to try. So comment down below what combination of colors you want me to do. Or check out my Instagram. Are you following me on Instagram? Go follow me on Instagram because that's when I put up the polls and I ask you guys what colors to use. And that's how I got a purple and green look. And I do not like purple and green together. Like, I didn't know how I was gonna pull it off, but I did, so I'm proud of myself. And I love to be challenged. You guys know more than half the time when I'm doing a tutorial on the channel, it is on the fly. Like, I have colors in mind. Sometimes they're just stuck in my head and I don't know how they're gonna come out. I know how I want to do it, kind of, or what colors I wanna do, but once I get in front of the camera, once I get these brushes in my hand and I start to work, that's how it happens. And sometimes I really hate it. And to be honest, I always hate it in the middle of doing my eyeshadow. And I said that in my 10 things I do while I record, or yeah, I think it's 10 things I do while I record, before I film. Something like that. The 10 things video, you guys know what I'm talking about. Because that's when I explained that I have a clogging problem. If you know, comment down below. But if you know. But yeah, so I really do. Like, guys, if someone wants to send me Norvina Pro palette to my mailbox, let me know. DM me on Instagram. Write it down below. Listen. If that's what y'all want to do, that's what y'all want to do, and I will gladly accept. But I think there's only one more palette that isn't one of my favorites, and then I have a few honorable mentions. So let's get right into that. Wrap this shit up. I really want a short video, guys. But I have no idea if that's gonna happen. Like, it's hot, my camera's shutting off, I'm ready to pass out. It's actually 1:04 in the morning. I actually worked a 10-hour shift. I started 8, so. Last palette that is considered one of my favorite is the Ace Beauty Scarlet Dusk palette. I got this over a year ago, I believe, in BoxyCharm, and I really loved it. I love this so much that I think I've used every single, I've literally used every single shade in this palette. So here it is. Ooh, so good. So the first time I ever used this palette, I used the, what was that for you guys? The left, well, it's the left side for me. These wine tones here, and I did a tutorial, the fine wine eye look, here on my channel. That's how old it is. It's so long ago, guys, but the look came out gorgeous. I love this so much. Ooh, it's perfect for fall. But yeah, and the shadows just perform so beautiful. I actually used this palette when I did the look that's in my eyeshadow palettes that I hate in my collection. Check that video out. Again, I wasn't even shady. I was just over it for a lot of those palettes. If you over it. Okay, so check that video out. But I do find myself reaching for this, especially the crimson up here. I love it. I really love it. Now, I do have a crimson neon pigment, but again, sometimes those are just messy. It's a lot to work with, only because I have to pour some out and just do a lot, where this baby is pigmented. Okay, it is bright, it is gorgeous. It is the closest thing to a neon crimson that I have that is a pressed shadow, so keep that in mind. But it's really good, and I'm telling you, the palette was so good. Like, I was in love with the formula after I did the first look with the left side, that I went in and did a crimson look on the right, baby, and I really loved it. If you can find it on my Instagram, comment crimson, maybe you'll get a prize. So go ahead and do that, which means you also have to follow my Instagram. Shameless plug. Okay, maybe you'll get, what do y'all want? Maybe I'll give you guys a pair of lashes. So, you guys already know. Bratty's on by ARiiED Beauty. Check out my site. Go ahead, look at the lashes. I apologize. I don't know when this video is gonna come out. I don't. But there was a delay in my shipment for the restock. So if this video's out prior to the restock, I'm sorry. But if you're watching this prior to the restock, give it a few days, it'll be there. If not, it's there, baby. Go check it out, because styles are moving, okay? Selling like hotcakes and drugs. But yeah, so I use the entire palette. I think this is one of the only palettes where I've used every single color in the palette. So that's pretty cool. I really like it. It is a lesser known brand, but whenever I post and tag them, they always comment. So that's really cute. I really appreciate that. It touches my little heart. So this palette is really good. This is like a great palette. So fall time, you're gonna want this, baby. Now I have 3 honorable mentions, because they're not my favorite palettes, but I did really enjoy using them, and I've used them more than once. So I have palettes where I use it for a video and just was like, I move, because whatever. Okay. If you guys want to see my complete eyeshadow collection, let me know. I might have to actually do that video like in my living room. I have so much eyeshadow. I need more storage. I literally just turned my 2 Alex and Ani drawers into like a small little vanity desk. Not because I want to sit and enjoy my makeup, but because I need storage, and the tabletop helps so much. I might actually build a higher vanity, because this one's kind of low, just because I just need it for space. A higher vanity, like an actual vanity with a mirror and everything. If you guys want to see that, I can make that happen. So y'all need to stop engaging me and propose so we can be engaged. Just kidding. But yeah, so there's the palettes. Remember, comment down below if you want to see any of those things, and give this video a thumbs up for me, because I have to keep reminding y'all. If I don't say it, you guys don't do it. And subscribe to Queen. So here is the Queen palette. This is by Eloise Cosmetics. I really like this palette. This look was one of my favorite BoxyCharm looks ever. It was here it is. It was gorgeous, and you guys loved it all over Instagram. I had my Crenshaw RP Nip like hoodie. It was just, the look was bomb. And here's what the palette looks like. Oh, it's really pretty. The only reason I don't reach for it as much is because I have these colors and palettes that I do actually reach for, but it's a backup. It is a backup. One thing I do remember, I don't think this purple was as deep or pigmented when I first used it, and I think I had to go in with the purple. And this shade, the Sovereign shade, is gorgeous. The one thing that if you've seen the video, I just could not figure out which one was the pressed pearl. It's one pressed pearl and one dual chrome topper, and they don't tell you. So I don't know. That really threw me for a loop. I didn't know. But the performance was really nice. I really like the colors. The only thing is, I don't think it's as pigmented, so it is a little bit of that wrist work to get the color payoff that you want. But this is a really beautiful palette. Also one that I got in BoxyCharm, because BoxyCharm comes through sometimes when they're not trying to disrespect me. The next palette is actually from Genevieve Jacobs. She did reach out to me on Instagram. Go ahead and check her out. I love this palette, and let me show you why. It's the Bold and Strong palette. The only reason I don't reach for it is because, again, I have these colors and other things. But if you've seen my video where Instagram picks my eyeshadow, this is the palette that I use in its entirety. And that purple and green look, I definitely use this palette because this is neon, okay? It is a neon eyeshadow. It is not a raw pigment, but it performs like one. It's so good. So the palette is just, it's really pretty. Like really pretty. I kind of wish it just had more neons in here. Like the pink is nice too, but I really wish it had a few more neons. Like if this yellow was neon, the pink was neon, I think it would be really nice. But it is still a versatile palette because you do have lots of browns, so you could do a warm look. It is mostly matte, so there's one shimmer, the purple here, and it's okay. I'm not gonna lie, I do really love mattes, so this is a good complementary palette to your collection if there's a few colors that you don't have that are matte, because sometimes they just, stop putting glitters in everything. I don't want everything to be glitter. I don't. I mean, I want to add the glitter. Shut up, guys. Damn. But yeah, so this is a really nice palette. And the last palette is actually a Nomad Cosmetics palette. Unfortunately, it was discontinued if you saw that video. There was just a lot of controversy behind it, and we're not going to get into any of that, but I do still want to show you this palette because the only reason it is an honorable mention is because that you guys can't get it, and I don't want to keep pushing a product or keep showing you something that you can't get. It's not fair. It sucks. It's teasing you. I'm sorry for being a tease, but I did want to mention this palette. It is really beautiful. So here's the palette. It is the Yin and Yang palette. First of all, I love how it opened. I really like that, and as you can see, it's just really nice. All of these shimmers here, that's me. That's me right there in the palette, right? I love them. They're so nice. Again, Nomad Cosmetics formula is amazing. I really love it. Whether it is their eyeshadows or their highlight. You guys know I have the highlight on right now. That's the hot shot. So yeah, it's just so nice, and it's just so sad that it's been discontinued. And that's really all I want to say about it. But I did really love the palette. I understand why. I think it was a smart move. But yeah, it's sad. It is. But those are my honorable mentions. Those are my favorite palettes so far. Again, if you want to see my eyeshadow collection in its entirety, if you want to see me build a new vanity, I'll do that for you guys. I love putting things together. Like, that's my shit. I really, really do. And if you want to see this look, just check out my Valentine's Day look, y'all. And it was a story time. I spilled a little bit of tea about my life for free. Okay? For free. For free. Yeah. That's it. And that's all. Just kidding. I'm sorry. It's late. But that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's not what you guys came here for, but you guys did actually vote for this on Instagram. So shout out to you guys. Follow me on Instagram. Stop playing. Give this video a thumbs up. I'm not. I'll wait. Go ahead, do it. Yeah, did it? Alright, cool. Anyway, that is it. Thank you guys. I am tired. This week has been rough. Give me some positive energy, spirit bomb, all that. Because I need it. And if you haven't already, because again, I said I need it, make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Once you subscribe, hit that notification bell. Join the Clockwork crew. So you'll be notified every single time that I upload, which is every single Monday, like clockwork. Get on my face, guys. I gotta go. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.